Number 5. You can't outrun it. I say this a lot in my videos. If that happened to me, I'd pack up and move. And let's be honest, you've probably thought the same thing after watching a paranormal clip or a horror movie where someone clearly should have left. But sometimes it doesn't work that way. Sometimes it follows you, wherever you go. Just ask JB, better known as Dino Nugget 741. For context, he used to live in a haunted house, and I mean properly haunted. Something in that place tormented him for years, especially down in the basement. So, he finally listened to his viewers' advice, threw away everything, moved to a brand new house, and made sure every single item was new. Clean slate, or so he thought. One night, he starts hearing strange noises. Again, he's alone, so he starts filming, and it didn't go great.
Hello?
He hears banging, goes to investigate, and as soon as he steps out of his room, it looks like a stack of boxes is shoved toward him, not just tipped, pushed, deliberately. Welcome to night 1 in the new place. Oddly enough, when he leaves the room again later, nothing happens. But the knocking doesn't stop, so JB keeps searching. He tracks the sound to one of the rooms and flings the door open. No one's there, and yet, the knocking continues. Wait, did you hear that too? Right after he leaves the room, a voice whispers. Yeah, full body goosebumps. Whatever's in the house doesn't just exist, it knows it's being watched, and that makes it way more terrifying. Things only escalate from there. Later in the video, he checks the bathroom, walks back into the hall, and says,
I swear I heard something.
And right on cue, another whisper. Walter. Or maybe Polter? It's hard to tell. But here's what's strange. As soon as JB walks into the room where the knocking was coming from, it stops. Just like that. He literally searches the entire house, room by room, and finds nothing. Just him, his dog, and his cat. And unfortunately, this is only the beginning. Because the next time, he catches something much worse.
Hello? Where's my man? Hello? No. Hello? 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 What do you want?
As he approaches the stairs, a shadow figure sprints across the hallway and into a room. And yeah, you can see exactly where it goes. It even slams the door. Then, laughter. It sounds like a child giggling right after JB walks upstairs. But again, he searches everywhere, including that room, every corner, every closet. Nothing. And honestly, I feel bad for him. You can hear it in his voice. He's exhausted.
Oh, no, not again. The f*** do you want from me? For the love of God, leave my house. Leave me alone!
Like he's being worn down day by day. Because at this point, it's not about the house. This thing, it's following him, like it latched onto him, and it's not letting go. So what do you think? Could JB be faking it all? Honestly, if this is staged, it's done extremely well. The pacing, the sound design, the way it's filmed, it's hard to find anything that feels off. Sure, some of the noises could come from his pets, but personally, I'm not convinced. Drop your theories in the comments. Number 4. 3 a.m. This next one comes from TikTok user Lean Rito, who claims he's been dealing with paranormal stuff around his house for a while now. It usually starts around the same time, 3 a.m., and it's always the same area, the bathroom. One night, he hears strange noises again. Bangs, creaks, that kind of thing. He grabs his phone and decides to investigate. Here's what he caught.
Son 3 de la mañana. Estoy escuchando ruidos de afuera. Ahí están. Esos son los ruidos que se escuchan en el patio. Voy a salir a ver. Son 3 y 10 de la mañana. Benjamin, te quedas aquí. Estoy escuchando ruidos desde el galpón, como voces. Voy a ver. Se están escuchando ruidos acá. Ahí dejaron de hablar. Hace días que vengo escuchando ruidos acá. Ya no sé cómo... Se cayó de acá un botín. Ya igual a estas alturas miedo ya no tengo. Concha de su madre. Esos hijos de puta. El coche yo no lo dejo ahí aparte. Siempre aparece el coche en cualquier lado. Ya no sé qué. Hijo de puta. Benji, vení acá. Vení, Benji, acá. Se me desvanecen las piernas ya. Ya no sé cómo vivir. Benjamín, vení conmigo. No te vayas, vení. Quédate acá. Quédate acá. Deja de ladrar, quédate acá. ¿A dónde estás mirando, Benjamín? Vení acá, Benjamín. Vení acá. Andate, hijo de puta.
Now look, a lot is going on in this clip. You've got knocking sounds at the start, then objects falling in different rooms. And that pale face behind the door at the end? Yeah, no thanks. You could argue it's all staged, maybe even well done. But it feels natural. Even his dog freaks out, and dogs don't fake fear. That said, one thing bugs me. Why doesn't he ever turn on the lights? Like, I get it. Maybe he's too scared to think straight. But still, you had time to grab your phone, hit record, walk around, and not once flick a light switch? Anyway, a few nights later, around 1:15 a.m., he wakes up again. This time with a weird, heavy feeling, like someone's watching. So, again, he starts recording, and this time, it's worse.
Increíblemente no son las 3 de la mañana, 1:15 pasada, y sentí que alguien me observaba mientras dormía y me desperté. No sé si realmente era una parálisis o algo de eso, o era real. No sé. El muñeco ahí, la concha de su madre. Carajo, están cayendo las cosas acá. Se prende la tele sola. Tengo el control ahí. Tengo el control ahí de la tele. Se está moviendo cosas del estante. Se acaba de mover esa botella de ahí. Carajos. Hijo de puta. Eso. Hijo de puta. Me acaban de dar un golpe fuertísimo. Y se metieron ahí en el baño. Me dieron un golpe fuertísimo en la espalda. Bien, una sombra negra, no sé qué era. Hijo de puta. Hijo de puta, no me deja entrar. Bien, ahora de afuera. Hijo de puta. Estoy grabando porque me dicen siempre que hay alguien escondido y no hay nadie. No hay nadie. No hay nadie acá.
Something knocks over his stuff. The TV turns on by itself. Yeah, maybe a remote was involved, but still creepy. Then, a figure walks out of the bathroom, shoves him onto the bed, and slams the door shut. He tries to open it, but it won't budge. Someone, or something, is holding it closed from the inside. So what does he do? He runs outside to check the window, and that's when he sees them. Hands, pale, human-looking hands, pressed against the glass. But when he finally gets the door open and checks the bathroom, nothing, no one, and there's nowhere to hide. The whole room's in view. No cuts, no jump edits, no exit sounds, nothing. Whatever it was, it disappeared. Also, his dog Benjamin is back, and losing his mind. That honestly adds to the authenticity for me. But again, I have to ask, why is this guy always wandering around in the dark with a phone, but never flips a damn light switch? So what do you think? Is Leon Rito actually haunted? Or just really committed to faking us out? You decide. Boo! Dark here. Ready for a spine-chilling deal? Subscribe, like or dislike your call, and drop a comment to summon more terrifying videos from yours truly every week. Care to accept? I won't keep you any longer. Enjoy the frights. Number 3. Something's wrong in the barn. Whitney works at a barn caring for horses. At first it was peaceful. She loved the job, the animals, the routine. But over time, strange things started happening. Locals say the barn was built over land where 2 Native American tribes once fought. Whether that's true or not, something there feels off. It all began when Whitney filmed herself walking out to play with one of the barn cats and accidentally captured something unsettling.
Manny, Manny, Bo Benny. Lenny. Lenny. Hey. You really... What the fuck? That. Here. Huh. Nope. Nope.
Then came the baby laugh. One evening, while leading the horses back inside, she hears it, a child's laugh echoing from the woods, but there's no one there.
Come on! Come on! Let's go! Diva! Come on! Hey! Why the fuck did that sound like a baby? You heard it too, didn't you?
And it doesn't stop. Another night, she's out again with 2 horses when all 3 freeze. A disembodied voice says, "Hey!" A few seconds later, laughter, low, strange, and out of place.
Taxi! Hey!
The horses refused to move. Whatever that was, it rattled them to the core. The next day, one of them starts pacing and panicking in the stable, staring at something no one else can see.
I don't know what you see, but you gotta calm down, bud. There's nothing over there.
Then, one night, all hell breaks loose. Every horse in the barn goes into a frenzy. Running, stomping, ignoring commands. Whitney tries to calm them, but something clearly spooked them all. She hits record as she walks back through the dark and captures this.
I'm fucking okay.
A pale, human-like figure is barely visible in the distance. At first, it looks like pareidolia, maybe just a tree, but listen closely. There's a voice. The next morning, things get worse. She's alone in the barn when the radio turns on by itself.
And he was yelling, "Hey, Romeo, let's go down to Mexico. Shake senoritas like I'm so silly. Show them Mexican girls a couple real hillbillies. Out of pocket for cash and I don't."
Some say they can hear the lyrics. Somebody murdered us. Then a whisper, "Hey!" and 2 loud bangs on the wall. Whitney's done. She walks out. But before she can check the horses, footsteps inside, even though no one else is there. And it keeps happening. On a snowy night, while checking on a horse, a voice comes from the trees. The horse bolts, and right as it runs, a pair of glowing eyes appear from the dark, staring straight at Whitney.
Wait, what the? It just fucking ran away and came back.
She says these horses don't scare easily. So whatever's out there, it's not normal. At this point, Whitney believes it's a skinwalker, or something worse. She starts using a night vision camera to capture whatever's stalking the barn, and she gets it. A dark figure, motionless, watching from the distance. Is this the thing behind the whispers, the laughter, the fear? Is it what the horses have been sensing all along? What do you think? Drop your theories in the comments. Number 2. Only when she's alone. This next one comes from Reddit, and it starts off pretty tame. A woman living in an old apartment with 2 roommates started noticing a weird pattern. Things kept falling off the walls. Posters, prints, even lightweight decor, always ending up on the floor. Sometimes they'd fall slowly, other times violently, slamming down with enough force to startle everyone. But since the place was old and drafty, they figured it made sense. Shifting temperatures overnight, thin walls, poor insulation. They chalked it up to basic physics. No big deal. Until they hung up something different. A friend, an artist and photographer, gifted them original framed artwork. This time, they didn't use sticky tack or tape. They used nails. But on the very first night, they were jolted awake by a massive bang. Both frames had fallen, and one of them left a hole in the desk below. Not tape, not humidity. These were nailed to the wall. The next day, while her roommates were out, she noticed the frame starting to move on its own. Just a slight twitch, but enough to make her hit record. This is what she captured.
What the fuck? What?
And that's when things started getting weirder. Reddit commenters encouraged her to test for airflow. So around 9 p.m., she turned on the heat to see if that triggered anything. It did, but not in the way she expected.
Okay, this is our vent test. We've about a minute until the heat's supposed to cycle on. We're gonna see if that does anything to move the picture frame. He did not come on yet.
A loud bang echoed from another room. She rushed over and found one of her boots sitting halfway down the stairs. Then a second bang. She turned back and the same frame had fallen again. That's when the comments took a turn. More and more people were convinced this wasn't just bad luck. They were calling it what it looked like, a poltergeist. The timing, the repetition, the fact that it only happened when she was alone. It was just too specific. But of course, skeptics had other ideas. Some claimed they saw a faint fishing line attached to the frame in the original video. Others pointed out the classic explanations. Old walls warping, temperature shifts causing contraction and expansion, bad nail angles, vibrations from foot traffic. Personally, I rewatched the video several times, and if there is string, it's incredibly well hidden. I couldn't spot it. So what do you think? Poltergeist? Or just an old building? And a perfect storm of coincidence? Let me know in the comments. Number 1. It looked right at the camera. Reddit user Bleachpong says he never believed in ghosts. And honestly, his house doesn't look haunted at all. Built just 9 years ago, no dark past, no creepy history. But ever since his family moved in, something weird's been going on, and it all revolves around toys. The most common thing? The sound of someone digging through a big plastic bin full of Lego Bionicles. That distinct clattering sound every kid who played with them knows. Except now, they'd hear it when no one was upstairs. Even after they moved the bin into a closet, the noise kept happening. Eventually, his brothers caught the sound on video. And when they played it back on their TV for friends and family, something deeply unsettling happened.
Dude, I can clearly hear that. Yeah, I hear that loudly. Dude, I can hear something. That's loud. That's loud. Yeah, that's very loud. Go in. Go. It's going right now. Shh. What the heck? Dude, there's nothing here. What? Is that yeah, there's nobody up here. There's literally nothing in here. And look how heavy this is. Yeah. Hang on, there's nothing up here. What the crap? There's nothing in here either, look. I could hear it when we got about halfway down the hallway. Yeah, it stopped as we got closer.
I just heard once. Like I came out and heard like shh. That's all I heard.
Yeah, but we heard it when we were sitting there. We were sitting there and we heard
You heard it start?
Yeah. Yeah, we heard it start and it went for like...
How long ago before you got me?
It probably went for about 10 seconds, 10 or 15 seconds.
Let's watch it. Let's watch it. You'll watch it. So you can...
At first, it's easy to miss, but watch closely. In the background, a massive custom Bionicle figure they built as kids turns its head toward the camera, just as they walk out of the room. Coincidence? Or something else? Now, sure, you might be thinking, maybe it's remote controlled, or maybe something glitched, loose batteries, bad servo, whatever. But here's the thing, they checked the figure immediately. The neck joint was stiff, too stiff to just shift on its own. No motors, no wires, no batteries, and it hadn't moved position at all, just a blank plastic stare. Some people on Reddit guessed it could be a mouse, you know, rustling around in the Lego pieces. But Bleachpong doesn't think so. According to him, it wasn't a soft little scurry. It sounded like someone actually rummaging, like a hand digging, pausing, then going again. Very deliberate. Too deliberate. He even borrowed a night cam from a friend to try and capture more proof. But after that night, nothing. No movement, no sound, just silence. According to him, they've never felt scared in that house, but they do think something strange is going on. Now here's where it gets extra creepy. Since that post, Bleachpong basically vanished from Reddit. No updates, no replies. Just one meme posted 4 years ago in another subreddit. And that's it. No one knows if they still live there, or if anything else ever happened. I hope everything's okay. So, what do you think? Was it just plastic settling, or something that wanted to be seen? Let me know in the comments. That's it for now. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more creepy videos. There's a lot more where this came from.